someone that comes to be a content person or a content creator, and then you don't have the resources. Those are the key things to look out for. Look at what the people are providing in the job description.
Exactly.
Are they providing the resources? Look at the resources they are providing. If the resources are intact, everything is in full. They'll not give you a microphone and then leave tripod. Then videos not about channel. Somebody shake you off. What's that video? I'm sorry.
Hello, corporate buddies. Welcome to the 9 to Thrive show. My name is Mary Grant Amwa, and I'm here with
Ninie.
All right, so this is our maiden edition of the 9 to Thrive show, and this show promises to be very engaging and conversational. So it's just a corporate work field conversation that you're going to have. If you're a first timer at the corporate place, if you're already in, if you want to know the shenanigans and things that goes in corporate fields and all that, we are here to give you all the gist. But I mean, it's going to be a learning curve for all of us at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you see that co-worker or that best friend that you have at work. Yes, we are your online besties. So anything that you're going through, if it's frustration, if it's something that is disturbing you and all that,
if
we are
you
here.
Are depressed.
Yeah, we are here for you because we are here to talk about work life,
Exactly.
shenanigans, deck stocks, everything that has to do with the corporate field.
Yeah.
So today we are looking at some red flags in JDs. When we say JDs, job descriptions. But before that, make sure to follow our YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, and also turn on your post notification button. You can follow me on LinkedIn as Mary Grant Amwa.
And mine is Unclear Ampoma.
So let's move straight into it. Are you ready?
I think I am.
All right. So, like, in general, what do you think about this particular topic or the title that you're about speaking on?
So in general, I feel like job descriptions could be better.
Okay.
Could be really better, because sometimes you see the job description and when you enter is when you see that
It's like fire.
this is not what I signed up for.
Fire on the mountain.
And I can give you like I have such an experience in that.
Okay, I think we'll go through it. So let's move straight into it. Then I think Unclear has a lot to share. So we'll take turns in asking the questions and also answering. So I'll go first.
Yeah.
What are the common red flags in job descriptions? For me, it has to do with unclear job descriptions or like responsibilities. Because the last time I saw a JD on LinkedIn, it's like they were looking for the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and Satan. They were looking for social media manager, and the breakdown was mad, like about 5 different responsibilities with over 6 pointers. And so they were actually looking for like an entry level, like 0 to 3 years to 4 years experience. But looking at the bulkiness of the job description, you're like, is this really for an entry level role? You're looking for a BD in one person, you're looking for content creation in one person, you're looking for content, like, when I was like, hey,
community manager,
everything in one person. It was like 6 different major pointers, then the subsections, and I'm like, this is serious. So although like they will state it there, but sometimes it's so unclear and vague. Are you really expecting all this from me? May I say I'm just one person. So like for me, that is it, is the vagueness and unclear job description. Like you're asking for too much. Who bet I'm saying? Like you see.
And for me, I would say that it's the expectations, the workload expectations.
Okay.
Some people set it and it's so unrealistic. You see it, like the moment you see it, sometimes you think that, oh, this is something I can conquer. This is something I can do. But when you critically like
Examining.
assess the job descriptions, when you realize that this is something I cannot do. And by the time you even realize that sometimes you're already doing the job,
Yeah.
you get, just like you said, someone is looking for a social media manager. And then there's business developments attached
there.
to it, because they expect you to drive sales with the kind of content or the kind of social media engagements you do, which I feel like sometimes they could explain it in a better way. HR's bosses, you guys can do better.
Okay, so take the next one.
Yes. So the next question is, how can job seekers identify unrealistic expectations?
Just like we mentioned, personally, if I see any job description or any vacancy out there, there are key things I look at. What are you expecting from me? Is it something I can do? Like sometimes they can even say 5 years supervisory role, then 2 years something. So it's like one person, you want like 7 years.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think that's one thing I learned from you, going through job descriptions critically, because sometimes, excuse me, because I'll see something and then I'll send it to Mary, and then Mary is like, hey, my dear, this thing looks unrealistic, or can you do? Then I'm like, now that you're talking about it, let me actually look at it very well.
Yeah.
And then when I look at it is when I realize that this thing looks very unrealistic. I cannot do this
Like
job.
too much expectations in one. Too much. So the next question or the next red flag is, what does a lack of clarity in JD's reveal about the company?
Their unseriousness. I'm sorry, but I just had to put it like blunt.
Okay.
I just had to be blunt with that, because it means that you are not going to be serious with me. If the job description does not state in actual fact what I'm going to do, I am a very unserious person if I agree to that.
Yeah.
And you're also unserious for even putting that out in the first place.
It's like I'm a trap, never she be la.
Exactly. Exactly.
Personally, lack of clarity. Why would you put something out that do not really explain what you really mean? Is it that you want to just sway people to your company and then do them a shaggy leggy? No, that shouldn't be the case. So when it comes to clarity, you really, really have to pay attention to that and make sure that there's no ambiguity, there's no sentence that is so inconsistent with the other. Make sure that like everything is just in line. Maybe they'll just tell you that, okay, you will just do content creation. Then the next one they'll say, okay, you should bring your phone, or you use your phone to take
and no.
you use your phone to take content. Then later they will say that, okay, as a social media person, instead of doing this, you do this. Bro, brothers and sisters in Christ,
Brethren in the Lord,
you should make sure that all your clauses, all your statements, or your responsibilities are like so consistent with each other. There shouldn't be any inconsistency. I mean, it should be clear. Let us know that, okay, you want us to come and sweep. In sweeping, we will not sweep carpets or we will not evacuate carpets. No, let us know that it's just the broom we will use. Like, let us know.
Exactly.
The next thing is, the next question is, are there any specific keywords or phrases to watch out for? Yeah. So in my experience, I would say that sometimes the years of experience, and sometimes as well, like when going for any particular role, in as much as the people would give you the job description, I like to Google a lot. Okay.
So even Googling is like sometimes very important. You Google and you find out that these are some of the job roles, or these are some of the tasks that this person or that person should do in their role or in the role that they are going for. If someone tells me that I'm going to be a community manager, it means that I need to attend to online community. It doesn't mean that I'm a customer service personnel. So, so it means that just community. It means so you should look at the points where it talks about the online audience or the customer service personnel. But show on, but not just say they are going to do two jobs
What's
in one.
What's fun this now? We check pictures. So that's simply it.
That's how I'm coming for the tell me that I'm coming to be the model in the videos as well.
But how mommy?
Not so that I'm coming to be a content person or a content creator, and then you don't have the resources. Those are the key things to look out for. Look at what the people are providing in the job description.
Exactly.
Are they providing the resources? Look at the resources they are providing. If the resources are intact, everything is in full. They'll not give you a microphone and then leave tripod. The videos not about channel. Sabe shake you off. What's that video? I'm sorry.
Okay. The other key phrase, like other keyword of maybe some phrases that would really stand out for me would be their talk of company culture. It's very key. Before you go and enter any hell, that's hell, that you'll be fighting with everybody from top to bottom. So like some of and I've realized that most of our JDs, local companies in Ghana, they do not highlight some of these things.
Yeah.
It's just a few, especially the international brands. So mostly when you see their JD, they write, okay, we are this company and that company, we do this at our place, we make sure that you do this.
Yeah.
So the JD, although you're telling me what you want me to do, you should also tell me what I'll get from you.
Exactly.
Because at this point, it's give and take. Take. I should say, okay. And then maybe I say, like, this is the kind of culture you people have. So if you're telling me you want me to come and use my phone, okay, I'll use my phone, but what are you offering me?
Exactly. That's on period.
Yeah, what are you offering me? Let me know that, okay, in all these responsibilities we are seeking from you, this company also wants to, like, will also provide something for you, like some friendly environment for you, do this for you. So I normally see it in the international brands, like in their JDs. I don't want to mention names, but like when you go on LinkedIn and you are looking through their jobs and all that, you realize that they state it emphatically, their core values, what they will provide you, aside that, what you're also going to do for them and all. I mean, you should know clearly what you're signing up for. I don't have to come to your company before survival
of the fittest. I just quickly want to touch on that before we move forward. You see, I think I mentioned earlier that Mary has like opened my eyes to many things. I think it's because you've been in the corporate industry like before I even entered, and I've been to other interviews, and then I like to seek like guidance because she's studying law.
Why are you giving out my secret?
So I like to, like just pass an idea through her, or like just get some conversations out of her. And then I ask her some of the questions, and I'm like, what do I need to do like during an interview? And then she's like, it's a conversation. Yeah. So like after that conversation with her, most of my interviews have become conversations for me, because it's not supposed to be a tense atmosphere. You're supposed to, it's a give and take. So as I'm going there, I need to be able to probe into the company culture. I need to be able to probe into things that I should know before I fully attach. My dear, we are getting into a relationship. So
I know, right?
Yes.
Like coming here just now, I was having a conversation with my sister. She was like, her company, they've not given her appointment as at this time. Like she's been working there for close to. I'm like, boo, madam. Where would you start?
What did she sign? What contract?
That's just by the way.
Get up, stand up.
So the next one is how can job seekers spot misleading job titles?
It is in the tasks, my dear. Okay. See, and sometimes also the JD, the title could be 2 in 1. Yes, they could tell
Which
you that.
one?
They could tell you that maybe we want a marketing person with an IT background, and then when you probe further into the IT, they'll probably tell you that it's just for MS Word. My dear, you stated IT.
What
IT
is that?
is very big.
At this point, IT is broad. Oh.
It's very big. You can't tell me that you want a marketing person with an IT background. You should be able to state in clear terms what the IT is for. Maybe the person needs to have knowledge of MS Word or Microsoft 365.
Yeah,
just put it like that.
Just say that.
You can't put
IT is so
there.
huge. Me, I can't be fixing people's laptops and things in the office. I think even that one, it has a different name. Because if you say IT, please, I can't be developing AIs and things in your office.
Exactly. And other still on the titles 2 in 1. I've spotted some job descriptions that were like some JDs that were like over the top for me.
Okay.
You know, they would be an executive assistant to the CEO and be assistants to the managers. Who am I being the assistant?
You see that you be an executive as assistant to the manager or the CEO. Then you'll be PA to the rest of the managers. Hey, how many are they?
My shoes, Suma. No violence on this set.
How many are they?
No violence, but I just feel like that's some of the things that should be clear, you know, in your job titles. You should be able to state it very clearly, and also you shouldn't give managerial tasks to someone who is a novice. Well, I'll leave you to speak on that then.
Speak on it. Go, baby.
Because you told me I am coming to be an executive. Why am I doing managerial tasks?
No. I can't say about performance, Keke. I can't say about performance management. Nah, let me just continue from there. So, in spotting a friend is saying misleading job titles, sometimes you just realize that the job descriptions of the responsibilities and the technical knowledge the company is looking for, it's not for me. Like virtual executive, and I say like a very lesser title, but who's saying
There's an officer role.
Or like something like a mid-senior level role. The last time I sent a job to Ato, am I supposed to mention this? Like I sent a role to a friend. And what I did, I was entry level, 0 to 3 years. But after reading the job description, I was like, hey, this is not 3 years old. Like you're asking for too much for an entry level role. This is more like a mid-senior level role. So why is it that like it's kinda, because it's like we'll just bring you in, then we'll put the work on you. So when you're a baby, then I'll be super scandal. So you just kill yourself to work. So I think that we should be looking out for these red flags.
What even irks me is they will train you on the job. They are lying,
Oh, they mistaken a shot there. And no, your public disgrace. They'll call in front of your ancestors. So I think we should be checking out for that. And then we'll take that. The next one.
What are your non-negotiables in a job description?
Non-negotiables. Okay. I would say my non-negotiables, things that I cannot negotiate for. It will be my time, like my work-life balance. Looking at the kind of work in school. Like, I am doing work in school. I have a life too. Yeah, I have a life. So like that would be one of my non-negotiables. So if I see a JD which is so bulky, so heavy, so what we say taxified, I tax in the doors,
And we are drunk, and more debt.
because by looking at it, you should know that in reality, you will not be able to give out your best for the client. You see them say clients for the employer. You would see some JDs and it's easy going.
Yeah.
But there are certain JDs when you see, you're like, this one, they really need my time. And with the kind of work and the kind of school or the program that I'm studying currently and the other things I have going on with my life, frankly speaking, it's not really going to help me build myself and even have time for the work-life balance. So that is one of the non-negotiable vibes that's like I want in a JD that everybody should also seek out for, because if the JD is too heavy, and personally when you look at it and scrutinize it, you feel that no, this is not going to give me time. There are some they were asking if the person is traveling and you're supposed to go with the person, and then it's a Monday and Sunday and the person is traveling, I have to go. Like, do you get it?
I get you.
Yeah. So it's like such jobs when you don't really have anything going on at the other side of your life, that's where you pick up that task.
Your job literally becomes your life.
Yeah, exactly. But if you have other things that you want to be dedicated, you can't go in for jobs that will require your time Monday to Sunday, no updates and all. No. So when you look at it, you should know that it's red banner, a banner and your flag.
For me, so I'll say it's the time as well, because it's from the time that I'll get to do every other thing that I need to do. It's the time that I get to rest, the time that I get to spend with family, and as I'm schooling as well, so it's the time that I would get to be in school
and also sleep.
I love my sleep a lot, and time gets you refreshed for you to come back with brilliant and out of the box ideas.
If you're a creative person too, you would have to think. So
time is very, very important. So our last question, drum roll please. This is on drum roll, dear. Okay, tell us about a red flag you ignored and regretted.
Okay, I think I don't have a lot to share though, but who JD money in person that say do you know how to do events? Yes. Do you know how to do this? Okay, then go to this department.
You don't mean it.
If you see such things, run away. See that sound on TikTok? Run away.
Because why?
Yeah, I have a friend who faced that. So she was like, she was being moved to another department, and she was just asked that, you know how to do this right? You know how to do this right? You know how to do social media right? You know how to do this? Okay, go to this department.
Wow.
So, that is what I'm sure she will regret. But personally, I feel unprofessional tone and language used, and also not stating clear salaries. Because sometimes I feel that when it comes to the salary bit, I feel that is it that HR so mo say say okay, I was able to save this amount on this space on this vacancy. They say like some more 5K now, but now salary range now 4K. Okay, it's my pocketing kind. Like, do you get it?
Yeah.
So I feel that one of the mistakes I really regret is like because some of the international brands like this, they have their JDs written.
Yeah.
They are so open.
Yeah.
But Ghana, we got 2K, hallelujah, because 4K that I will see 2K if they don't have a proper structure, that is what will happen. So personally, that is one of the red flags I look out for, and like what I really regret, because if I had known, like it wouldn't really be like that, because sometimes you just put yourself in it and you just have to receive it.
Had I known, it's always at last.
At the bottom.
Well, for me, I would say a red flag that I ignored and regretted is also unprofessional language. There are some people who are very it's like when a man wants to date a woman, you know, at the first instances, they are very sweet. Some of them are very sweet, very kind.
Cash on you and all that.
It's not even the cash aspect. They speak to you in a very sweet manner.
Okay.
But sometimes after you're already in the relationship with them, not just say they want to show you their yellow color and their red color. And for me, that was something that happened in the past. And I feel like as people who are working for companies, you should speak to them in ways that make them feel empowered, you know, to do and overdo. You get me? You need to speak to them in ways that they would feel like I am capable of this thing that I'm going to do. You don't need to let them feel like they are less of human beings, you know, just because maybe they don't have that qualification or they are not at that point that you want them to be. Because even corporate life is like in stages, you know, people become trainees before they become experts. So in that training field, I know for some people, they would feel like I don't have that time to be training someone for like over a year and the person is not getting it. But maybe as the trainer, you should also look at yourself.
The training at all.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can guarantee that when I was doing fashion, even before I became an expert, my boss would tell me, here, go and cut and sew. How am I supposed to do that? And she wasn't always around to train us. You know, it was the people we were working with. So I'll say her workers were the people that actually trained us in the job. You know, so it's like that sometimes. Be around, be available for your employees. You know, be there. Okay. Let them know that guidance is assured, training is assured.
It's something you really regret,
my dear.
Regret though. Okay. So this brings us to the end of our first episode.
That was so short.
So
I enjoyed
short.
the conversation.
Yeah. We'll catch you again next week.
Yeah.
My name is Mary Grant, and I was here with Unclear.
Ninie.